Universal is messing with us on a level that I have never seen before. Hello everybody, welcome. Though it seems all but certain that Fast and Furious will be the replacement for Rip Ride Rockit at Universal Studios, could Universal be playing us and bringing Ghostbusters back instead? After months of speculation on what could be replacing Rip Ride Rockit, and everyone saying that all the insiders are telling them that Fast and Furious is coming and that's going to be the replacement, Universal once again messes with us and gives us another glimmer that we could see Ghostbusters after all. It has been years since speculation about what was going to be happening with Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit, even before we knew it was definitely going away. There's been rumors and speculation on what could potentially go there instead. I've done videos of it in the past. It's going back at least a year or more, 2 years back. I've been doing videos about this potential replacement and lots of different speculation on what could go there, including Ghostbusters. Now, I, for one, would love to see that come to fruition. I would love to see Ghostbusters in that space. I've said it before that I'd love to see Universal Studios return to that sort of classic ride the movies theme that they went with originally when they were first opened. I'd love to see them make a comeback there. I'd love to see some of the classic attractions make their way back into Universal Studios. People have a lot of heart. There's a lot of fandom around these classic IPs and brands like Ghostbusters and Back to the Future and Jaws, and I'd love to see them come back. Now, we know that the Rip Ride Rockit replacement is going to be the first big thing to hit the existing parks now that Epic Universe is open. Looks like that's going to be the first big thing that we are going to get in the existing parks. And it was formally announced that Rip Ride Rockit was closing on August 18th of 2025, and it has since been shuttered, and its construction is now happening. It's being torn down. Pieces of the track are just being ripped out. The whole section is being gutted. I was out there not too long ago, took a look at the construction that was happening while it was happening, and looking at some of the things that are happening in that space to see if I get any indication on what we could be getting. There's a lot of construction permits. We know sort of the relative size and shape and where things are going to be going and what buildings are going to be going up. And one of the most interesting things to me is the Ghostbusters firehouse that I talked about before that was repurposed. So there was a Ghostbusters firehouse right there next to the Jimmy Fallon Experience. That was a firehouse for Ghostbusters. It was then shuttered. It essentially had a hole basically dug into the top of it. And then Rip Ride Rockit was then goes actually directly through the firehouse at the top part there. There are now walls up around that, and we know that they're doing something with the firehouse. We also know that the permits show that there is going to be a building constructed behind the firehouse and in the extended queue portion of the Jimmy Fallon show, which is not used because nobody really does the Jimmy Fallon show, so they don't need that extended queue area. And so we know there's going to be a building going there, and it's going to be right behind the firehouse. And though I am sad to see Rip Ride Rockit go because it was a fun attraction, people liked it, it just had so many problems. I've talked about it before, that the amount of upkeep on that attraction was like 6 times the amount they paid for it, and they just couldn't make it work anymore. So it needed to go. It was time for it to go. And this, just seeing all this construction happening and all the stuff that they're doing is really just getting me really excited about the possibilities. Now, we know that this new ride is an Intamin coaster. It's going to be coming. We've got the permits that show it's an Intamin coaster. And we know that Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift is being built over in Universal Hollywood. So it would make total sense to bring a version of that over into Universal Studios in Orlando. Very easy to sort of lift and shift that over into Universal Orlando, make some changes to the track layout, but maybe be a similar style and a similar ride. One of the biggest benefits of moving Fast and Furious over into that space is that that allows them to potentially get rid of Fast and Furious Supercharged, or like I like to call it, Fast and Furious the Busted, that nobody likes. It's basically a throwaway attraction. And so by moving Fast and Furious to a new attraction where Rip Ride Rockit is, allows them to get rid of Fast and Furious Supercharged, but still keep Fast and Furious the brand alive in their park. And then they could potentially repurpose the Fast and Furious space or building for something new or even something classic like a Back to the Future experience, maybe even a Jaws experience or something else. So that would make sense, and I'd kind of be down for that. I think it could be cool. However, Ghostbusters also makes a lot of sense going to replace Rip Ride Rockit. They have had a long partnership with Ghostbusters. It goes back decades. Ghostbusters has been in the park. You still see Ghostbusters showing up in some of the new things like the Sensational Show and the Mega Movie Parade. They even had a Ghostbusters Spooktacular in the 90s, 1990 to 1996. Street shows up until 2005 for Ghostbusters. And of course, they had the original Ghostbusters Firehouse, which we just talked about. And from the beginning, we've been talking about how the new attraction is going to shift its entrance from over there by the Minions, Despicable Me and Minions area, over down to the New York section, which obviously makes a lot of sense with Ghostbusters. Now, you can also say Fast and Furious through New York, totally works as well. And then they added the big giant walls up around the firehouse, giving us an indication that they're going to be refurbing and doing something with the firehouse, aka Ghostbusters. There was signage up on the green walls that indicated Ghostbusters is coming, or there's something happening with Ghostbusters. And then all the speculation happened online, and then they started throwing up other signs on there to put Back to the Future on there and Fast and Furious and all kind of stuff to, I think, try to throw us off the scent on what's really going there. So all this could just be them playing us, it could just be coincidence, and the thought is, well, Ghostbusters looks like it might be dead. It might be dead after all. Maybe we're not getting Ghostbusters. But just when we thought Ghostbusters is dead, Universal comes back and plays us again. Take a look at this footage that I captured at Halloween Horror Nights 34. I was just there the other day, and I happened to be walking through a scare zone, and I saw the building, and I saw this, and the very first thing that hit my mind was, this is Ghostbusters. Like, how is this not Ghostbusters? This great, like the entire building, in the New York section, all the windows are lit up green, and they're flashing, and shining, and there's motion and crazy electricity and ghosty things happening behind these windows. There's this green slime that's just dripping down the sides of the building, and it just so happens that this exact building is the front/new facade and the entrance area for the new attraction that's going in where Rip Ride Rockit is. Tell me looking at that building is not Ghostbusters. Tell me that's not green slime. Tell me that's not ghostly apparitions in those windows. Tell me that's not Slimer. New York building, green flashing lights that indicate some sort of ghostly thing going on. Slime coming down the walls. Ghostbusters, right? Okay, let me explain. I'm getting excited and amped and jazzed up here, but it also does have a rational explanation as to why it's not Ghostbusters. You see, that particular scare zone is called Mutations Toxic 20s. The whole theme of that scare zone, that's kind of like the entrance area near the scare zone. The whole premise of that scare zone was there's essentially a heist gone wrong, and there was a big collision and crashing that happened with the mafia in the 20s with the police, and they basically ran into and overturned this truck that is carrying these barrels of toxic ooze. Green toxic ooze, and it makes total sense. Now, throughout that entire scare zone, there are all these zombie-like creatures, basically people who have been coated in this goo, and they've mutated and turned into these freakish creatures that are like attacking everybody. And there is like green stuff laying around. And there are a couple of windows that have green lights that are sort of in that scare zone. They're not flashing and doing anything crazy, but there are a couple of windows that have green lights. However, nowhere else in that entire area is there any sort of slime or goo running down the buildings. None of the other windows have any flashing green crazy effects going on. And I just have to look at this theme and go, I get the crashing of the cars and it's spilling onto the streets and getting on people and creating mutations, but I don't really see how that ties into a building with slime or goo running down it from the top. I'm not sure how goo barrels would have gotten to the top. I don't know why windows would be green and flashing. I'm not seeing the connection in how that really works with this theme of, you know, a crash that happened on the interstate or a crash that happened on the streets of New York. I'm just not seeing it. So to me, I feel like it's loosely tied to it, but it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Why would there be goo coming down from the top of the building? It doesn't make sense to me. And the only building that has it is the building that's literally gonna be the new facade, literally touching the Ghostbusters firehouse. It's literally right there, the facade, the new entrance area for the new attraction. So why that building? Why is that the only building that has that? Are they just paying homage to Ghostbusters? Is it an Easter egg? Are they just straight messing with us? Is it a coincidence? It's something. I don't really get it. Like, why is that there? I'm telling you, they're playing me. They're like playing with us. Like, they're like, just when you think, no, it's Fast and Furious, now they're coming back with the Ghostbusters. I don't know what else it is. What else is it? Tell me in the comments. Tell me how that makes sense with the scare zone. Yes, it's thematically aligned in that it's green and goo, but it doesn't make sense why it's on the building. And why is that the only one that has flashing crazy windows? Like, what would mutants have to do with flashing green lights in the windows? You know what that tells me is that there's Slimer ghosts with, you know, this sort of glow effect coming off of them, going on crazy cool. I mean, do you remember the statement from the Ghostbusters? He says something like, "The walls in the 57th precinct are bleeding." Like that, like there's like just this, there's a precedence in the Ghostbusters movie for like slime and this green crazy lighting and buildings. I don't know. I look at that building and I see Ghostbusters. I don't know what else to say. It's not anything else. So either they really did a really far stretch using that sort of effect to tie into the scare zone somehow because they thought it was cool. Or two, this is some sort of Easter egg for Ghostbusters, telling us that maybe either a new Ghostbusters attraction is coming in that space or the firehouse is being refurbished for some sort of Ghostbusters meet and greet. Maybe it's some sort of Easter egg signaling that happening. Or they're just playing us. They're just messing with us. Because Universal loves to mess with us. They just love it because they have so much fun doing it. And that's part of the fun. Part of the fun is just speculating and trying to figure out what's it gonna be. So I don't know. I will say this next thing, I'm gonna talk about this next thing, but it's pretty much a big stretch. But I did also find it interesting that the teal Halloween Horror Nights sign, if you remember, it was announced, it was shown, they were talking about how it's going to be this like bluish teal color now, Halloween Horror Nights, when you enter instead of red, right? Everyone knew that, it's this tealish blue color, and that's what it was on opening night. But since then, now that I've been back, and this new slime goo effect is rocking, I noticed that the sign above the Halloween Horror Nights, it was green, not teal, not blue, it was straight green. And green, Slimer, Ghostbusters, like I said, that one's a bit of a stretch, but I want to throw that in there because I still think it's weird. Why is it a different color? Is it going to be orange another day? Is it going to be yellow? Is it going to be purple? Are they just going to keep changing it? Why did it change? Why did it go from teal to blue? Because all the other lighting in the scare zone is still teal. Just the sign itself is now green. So anyhow, I don't know. There's a lot of stretching going on in this video, but I'm sorry. How can you look at that building and not see Ghostbusters? I don't know how you can look at it and not see Ghostbusters. So anyway, let me know what you think down in the comments. I want to hear from you. Again, yeah, I know everyone's saying Fast and Furious, Ghostbusters is dead, but like, why do they keep playing with us? They keep messing with us. So I'd love to hear what you think. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this content. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks again so much for watching. Until I see you next time, the noble way is the easy way. Bye-bye, everybody.